Hello all, Sabano here. So today I'm going to do some live raids, but for now I want to talk a little bit about the Sir Henry Guild event, or should I say Sir Henry Boggs, whatever you want to call it. The Salian event is here, and Art Pillaging so far have 104,000 tokens. Now, between me and one of my other members, Fat Trucker, Mr. FT, hates being called Fat Trucker, we made a little prediction how much we're going to get within the first 24 hours. And my estimate was 100 to 120k tokens, and FT's was 80 to 100k tokens. So as you can see, we've currently beat his estimation. We're working towards beating my estimation. Hopefully we will. We've got a lot of people not come in yet. I done a main sale that got me 12,200 tokens, and waiting for the monsters to reappear, or should say respawn on the map. I'd done a 45-minute sale to go and hit a level 2 bigger fish, which was pretty close, and I wanted, half hour, 45 minutes. So that would give it enough time for the sea monsters I'd just taken out to respawn, and they did. So, I got 12,200 and something tokens for the main sale and 100 and something for the little big fish. Now, some shout outs quickly. Pistol Peter's coming at 11,600, massive score there. Captain Bain 11,154, Mr. Nosh 10,600, Kongs 9,577, Mr. FT 9.4k, Doofus Beard 7.2, Heatwave 6.2, Straw Hats David 5.4, Colv is our Korean member. I've just discovered today is a new member, is at 5.4k tokens. Mugawara the Beast, the higher PH Slayer as I call him, he is a man to watch, trust me, and we will be getting more replays from him in the future, because he's a very exciting player, trust me. He's always sharing. He's a Pirate Hall 7, yesterday I think he took on a Pirate Hall 10 and 100% of the Pirate Hall 10, so yes, anyway, we digress. Smart Seb, everyone's probably thinking, I recognise that name. Yes, it is the fellow YouTuber Smart Seb. So I welcome him to the guild. Unfortunately his guild didn't work out, because Plunder Pirates is sort of on a downward spiral, but upward spiral. There's a lot of long time players quitting, but I'm sure they're just waiting for another big update before they come crawling back. Anyway, so welcome Smart Seb to the channel as well, but especially to the Art of Pillaging guild. So far made a 3,501 contribution to the cause, so thank you very much Seb. We have Sib and Seb. We're starting to sound a little bit like Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Men. If you people are old enough to remember Bill and Ben, let me know in the comments below. Dexy coming in at 3,447. Scurvy Crew 2.9k. Ujo 893. Brizzle 794. Porto Cog 128. And new, I think this is Russian writing. Sorry if I'm wrong. 79 tokens coming in. Legendary Apple, she's from China. Recently a new member, Pirate Hall 4, I think, maybe 3. 54 tokens. Chivas Crush, 50 tokens. And we've still got a lot of big players, I know, that are coming in either later or within the next, say, 24 or 36 hours. So look forward to their tokens rolling in. Anyway, that's enough of the shout-outs. We're already 3 odd minutes into this. And I've promised myself I cannot go on for another, say, half hour. I've got to do something in that time. So we're going to need to get some raids in. Probably ain't going to be loads in this one. I'm going to get my shout-outs over and done with. The guild is now currently full. If people want to join, maybe there'll be a bit of wiggle room for someone to come and join, depending if people get kicked. There is one currently on 3 days. He's been in the guild a long time, so don't want to kick him. But, another 24 hours, then I'm afraid we're going to have to, because there he is, Monkey the Loopy. I'm sure he watches the channel too. Monkey, if you're watching, don't know what's going on, buddy, send me a message. Let me know what's going on. We really want to save your slot for you. And we also have members waiting to get in as well, that's been inactive. So there's a bit of a waiting list, but if you want to join, let me know in the comments below, guys. Anyway, let's go do a couple of attacks. What's the army looking like? Right, yeah, I've changed it up a little bit. I've got 30 Scallywags, 30 Gunners, 8 Bombers, and a Witch Doctor. So if the Witch Doctor goes off course, we're in big problems. And it happened to me a couple of raids ago, I think. But, I have replays, but I much prefer to do the live commentary than having to re-commentate over a replay where I'm not in that moment and can commentate on what I'm thinking at that precise time. to me anyway, that's less enjoyable. Don't know about you guys. Again, let me know in the comments below what you actually think. Right, Grand Pandas back to back. I actually personally prefer that. Depending how, I mean, you sort of treble stack these walls, hoping the AI will go around into the single slots. We could be okay, might not. But you know what? There's easier bases out there than this. Let's not chance it for 1 million. Let's chance it for 2. Now we're looking for, depending on how hard, like this base, depending on how hard the base is how much loot you want to be sort of thinking about going for. This one's getting towards the 2 mil stage of combined resources. It's like coming up for 1.8, so we'll take that. If we come in from this side angle here, there's 4 gun towers there, so there are cause for concern. There's a mortar there as well, but the Grand Pandas are facing that way. We're going to be fine, trust me. So what I've been doing lately, I've been usually using the Buccaneers, so I'm going to have to judge this a bit better. That's going to spring, hopefully. Hopefully, that shot, come on. There we go, so I just heard it go pop. Now, when it sprung, the skeletons do not show, so I can't resurrect them. So don't go sending in a big wave of like 20 bucks to go and take out Shark Trap, because, you're going to lose those troops. You can't resurrect them, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, now we just want to come into this section here. However, we've got to worry about being mortified. We've got to clear these buildings out, otherwise my Skellywags, they are more stupid than a Buccaneer. I don't know why, because they're practically the same, just, different damage, different ability. Alright, they're a little bit different. but I mean, they're practically the same thing. I was pushing the wrong button there. Come on, Skellywags, get in there. Let's get, there we go. So we want like half their Skellywags in there, just to tank some damage for us. So we can get our bombers in there, the witch doctor's in there. Hopefully he doesn't die. If he dies, we are always in the deep stuck, as they say. So we've got to be careful. Let's use the Skellywag ability now, because they're all piling into the base. No, don't go the wrong way, Skellies. Gunners. No, don't do that to Daddy. Right, okay, so we're in there. We've got IFA gun. No, don't go. No. Oh, man, Sib, you idiot. If you don't clear the outline buildings, I said this to my guys yesterday because I made the same mistake. If you don't clear your outline buildings, then your troops are going to go AWOL, and there we go. We're not going to get all of the loot because we've made a massive boo-boo mistake. So hopefully now our troops are going to get in there. As long as these troops here, as soon as they take out these couple of buildings, I'm hoping my witch doctor's going to come into this area and I'll be able to resurrect not only Skellies. Oh man, we've got to be careful. Ah, see, we left it too late. I was trying to be greedy and I wanted this cluster here of troops for us to resurrect. Yes, Sib is not perfect. Sib makes plenty of mistakes. Sib has showed you many a times. And we've only got 39%. Yeah, we got, a chunk of the loot. I don't use legendary pirates. I'm farming here, people. Save the... I've got 11 legendary pirates. I think some are still an upgrade. So, I can see people's viewpoint of using legendary pirates. But when I go nuts on a rumble, and I'm doing, 50 plus attacks, that stamina soon starts to burn from that 20 stamina, and especially if they're dying in a battle. That gives me 10 battles, so I could eat through easily 5 legendary pirates. And don't forget, some of those are the ones that I won't use, like Romeo Boomer, like Annabelle, and then I've got a few on being upgraded, so it's really limited. I mean, that's what, Romeo Boomer, Mac McCracken, really, you don't really take him into a rumble with you. That's 3. Let's leave me 8, because remember I'm missing one. We won't mention his name. So 11 out of 12 LPs I've got, so that brings me down to 8 legendary pirates. If I got 2 or 3 upgrading, you see where I'm coming from. That brings me down to about the 5 mark, and that's why when I'm farming, I don't use my legendary pirates, because we are due to rumble today. Don't want to say, because I know there's big players, very big players, well-respected players in this game that watch this channel, and if I tell them my rumble time, they'll be like, quick, Sib skill's going up, let's push the button now, we're gonna get him. Then I've got to rate even harder to compete against them, or just chuck the towel and say that's it, I'm not bothering this rumble, which I've done quite a lot recently, by the way. I will have to at some point, have to film a whole rumble, but that's going to be very, very hard for me to do. But if I can get a chunk of a rumble, let's do it. Anyway, talk about let's do it. Let's go in there. Let's quickly look at our legendaries, and then when we jump into battle, as I said, time is precious. I've got about 20 minutes remaining. And hell no, I'm not pausing the video. Hell to the no, we are not pausing the video. Let's get Matt McCracken in, because we're farming. Look, 1 day, 9 hours of my Ching Shi. Tinto's recently finished, but he's only got 2 stamina. Can we get him going again? How many masks? Oh, loads, 28. Let's use him. Let's get in some stamina, because I'm going to need him for rumbling tomorrow. Right, Ching Shi, she's out of commission, so I can't even use her. Sadie's halfway. Black Bart's and 7. He's recently finished. Again, I just need the grog, and he goes up to level 21. So there's just so much going on. Jean de Berry, did I count Jean de Berry in with that? So that's like, yeah, like 4 pirates or something. There's Caesar there, he's still like a little baby. There's just so much to do. Anyway, let's get on with our attacks. We've got our troops. We have now Matt McCracken, which we can use him as a bit of a decoy. Maybe clean out some of those collectors, potentially in an area that we want to get into. So if we're going to sacrifice him early, but we can clean them collectors out. It only leaves us with a few non-collector buildings to take out. Then that will help us a chunk. You know what? I want to try and prove something here. Depending on the level of your troops, depending on the level of their Grand Pounder, depending on the route that your troops will go, trying to face a Grand Pounder, one Grand Pounder head-on, isn't always a bad thing. So, let's give it a try on this one. If we lose, so be it. But the big problem we've got here, we need to take out the guild ship, the ship, and the legendary fort. Otherwise, like the last raid, the troops are going to go south. I'm going to be left stranded with a witch doctor that wants to go south with me, and it's not going to work out too well. So, because we're going to be deploying our troops roughly in the same area, we've got to keep an eye on our troops though. As soon as the ship goes down, I need these little skellywag meat shields. I need them in the firing line. So let's get a witch doctor in early. Hopefully we don't get nailed by that Grand Pounder with the witch doctor, otherwise the raid is goodbye, sayonara, as they say, I think in Japan. Let's get our witch doctor, let's get Tinto in there. Come on, Sid. Just get a load of our troops in there. There we go. Right, so we're in. Where is our Tinto? Tinto? To the firing line, please, sir. Right, let's use him. There we go. Look at all those red sparkly troops. There's scallywags in there, there's bombers in there. As long as Tinto stays alive. Look, the Grand Pounder has done zippity, nada, bing butter to our troops. And we're taking, shots to the face here. Look at that, resurrect some skellies. We're taking shots from the Grand Pounder because of the Witch Doctor. Because he stayed alive, has now kept our whole army thriving, alive. So you can, even high levels, as long as you've got a high level Witch Doctor, and you've got decent level pirates, then you can take Grand Pounder shots to the face, and it doesn't matter. So there's something for you guys to consider. If you've got a decent combo, say like heavy gun or something like that, and juggernauts, throw them in there, let them take shots to the face from a Grand Pounder, because it's not going to matter. You get reduction, well, with a juggernaut, you've got a splash damage reduction, so that's malt shots, that's Grand Pounders, and especially with the witch doctors as well, so they take even less damage on splash damage, and because they're going to be front line, they're going to be taking all the hits for you, and leaving your gunners at the back to do what they do best. The problem is when you start to move in range with the gunners, can you keep that witch doctor alive? Will we have the brains to stay further enough back, away from the troops? Anyway, we 100%ed that while we was chatting away there and giving away perfect tips. 321,000 army, not the best, not the worst, but 100%. And we got some decent resources. 38-minute cook time, not too bad neither. I know a lot of people complaining, they laughed that time. Can you remember the time they done the 50% reduction in tavern recruitment time? That was phenomenal. Everyone was on raiding often, and it gave people like a 15 to say 20-minute window of talking in the chat while waiting for armies, and people donating troops left, right and centre, because, reduction of time again, ain't got to sit there waiting millennium. So that, I mean, let's get on it, people. Let's get asking Madoki. What about if we had a special chest that wasn't silo materials, wasn't resources, was like a speed up timer, or like I just mentioned, you know, a reduction of tavern. Even if it's like I got a 15-minute or a 1 hour or 1 day or a 1 week reduction in tavern recruitment time. I think that would be a perfect addition to the game. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe we can win them from events. Maybe there's a special little chest. We call it the tavern chest. That's a terrible name. It's the first one that sprung to mind. Let's call it the tavern chest. And that will enable us to have a reduction in time by 50% in the tavern to recruit our troops. Whether it be for 15 minutes, then again, let's call it half, whatever it be. So that would take away 7.5 minutes from, say, a 40-minute army. There we go. Or would it? Yeah, because essentially once it ended. Something like, my maths might be off, but let's go with, take 7, so it'd be like 33 minutes instead of 40 minutes. Let me know what you guys think. See if it's onto something. If that is true, let's get writing those support tickets in-game. And, well, they'll probably prefer that we go on the forum and write in the forum the suggestions. I don't care if you want to take credit for it. I don't care. Let's get on it, people. Let's get on it. And for those that use gems when attacking their armies, like I'm doing now, then that will cost us half the amount of gems to gem our armies. How brilliant's that? It saves everyone money and time. Time is money, as they say. Right, okay. Where is the Grand Panda? So there's one now. Yes, one now. So again, we either eat a Grand Panda to the face again, or we come in from another angle and come up that way. Again, the only problem I do have is if the Witch Doctor dies. But let's try it. Let's try another raid. If we mess it up, we mess it up. We're just having a laugh here, people. We're learning. We are enjoying ourselves. Well, hopefully you are. Depending how well this raid's going, depends if I'm going to be enjoying myself too. There we go. Let's take out that shark trap again. Just use a couple of skellies. And that saves lives, people. So we have to, you know, have a couple of martyrs, as they say. A couple of slaughters to the lamb to the slaughter. There we go. Let's get that ram backwards. So there we know. We know our range now for that Grand Panda is here. So if I put my Witch Doctor there, I just accidentally pushed. We're in big problems. So if we can get this building in quick, taken out quick, like so. Now we've got 20 gunners left. Gotta be careful because of the Caesar. Let's get a couple of gunners in there. Hopefully the Witch Doctor's not going to go walkabouts. Right, can we come in at an angle? Come on guys, take out the Voodoo Hut. Don't take forever now. Let's start getting our schedule eggs in this area here. Because now I'm going to get my bombers in here. Witch Doctor just off to the side a little bit. I want no... There we go. Oh, there goes the Grand Panda. Whoa, man, let's get through that wall, damn it. Come on, let's go. We're taking too many shots to the face. There we go. Get through there, Witch Doctor. Go. Problem is, now I've got to try and sneak in my gunners from another little angle here. Let's get our Tinto in. So we've spammed all our troops now. Oh, the Witch Doctor's gone. We are in big doo-doo, people. There we go. There we go. Tinto, because he's got a buff on defense as well. So that might help us. Problem is, we've got no resurrection. We've got a mortars here going to be panning us in a second. We don't take this mortar out. Oh my god, there's a Grand Panda to the face. There we go. So we took out now the one mortar. Oh, there it comes. Missed it, mortars. You can hear my voice like, no, don't do it. Anyway, I'm feeling better, by the way. Sib is better. His throat is better. It's not fully healed, but we're there. We sound a lot better. I feel a lot better. I can talk without feeling like razor blades are in my mouth. And there we go, 600 or 1,000, but instead of hitting a mortar or something, we want to go ahead and hit a bunker. We want the loot, man. Let's get in there and take the damn loot. Where's that Tinto? Tinto, come on, don't die, because their buff's going to go, oh, we're in trouble. Where is this bomber? Bomber, what are you doing? The loot's in here. So yes, you can, before I forget, so we left 326,000. Yeah, stupid poo, I feel like it as well. Just spotted the gentleman's name. Right, as I was just about to mention there with the bomber. If you have his ability, I know I mentioned this in another video, but you can reset him. So if he targets, say, that wall there 4 times, it hasn't gone down. By the 5th, you know it's not going to go down. Use his kaboom ability, it will reset him, and it will carry on shooting at the same location. Also, you can use that to, you see there, when I use that, it slowed him down. So, say, I don't know, picture there's a ship. Your troops are going to go walk into the ship because that's where the AI is going to take them. And the mortar's in range to hit those troops. It's going to be in the middle of the ship attacking it. So, say it was about to go down in a few shots, say 2 seconds, right? Okay, so what you want to do, the bombers are going to take 2 seconds to get there. So you know as soon as they arrive on the scene, they're going to get hit by the mortar shot, and that could finish them off. Use your kaboom. That way it takes them, say, a second, 2 seconds, let's call it a second, to use kaboom. Then the slow is going to slow them down for another second, and then it's going to take them 2 more seconds to get there. So by the time they get there, the mortar shot would have already gone. That is Sib's logic behind it. Sib has used it before. Obviously, it all depends on your scenario situation, but just try and bear it in mind. Try and think about it, because I'm sure it's going to happen to you at least once in your Plunder Pirates career. You're going to think, Sib, you're a genius. You saved my damn raid. You saved my bombers. Thank you. But it'll probably be on Sib's base. How ironic. Right, okay. The resources are not... Let's try it again, the Grand Panda. This is... We call it farming Grand Pandas to the face. Something like that. I mean, they're level 1 Grand Pandas. It's a Pirate All 11 with Pirate All this and that. Defences. That's the best way I can put it. Right. We want to come in here. I don't know why you're trying to use this rocky outcrop. So yeah, we're going to come in from here, come through the rocky outcrop, and you know, we should avoid most of the Grand Panda damage, hopefully keeping our Witch Doctor in safe reach. Hopefully my Witch Doctor's going to use a brain or part of one, and we're going to be safe, and he's not going to want to go crossing the lands to go and support those troops there. Anyway, let's get our troops in. Come on, Skellies. There we go, big line there. There we go. Perfect timing there, the old reduction, wrong button. There we go, let's get our gunners, that's it, stay in there, keep a few back, let's get our bombers in there, just because they're, you know, they're our bombers. Now, we can use Mac McCracken back here, just because he's going to cause a bunch of chaos. Let's use his ability, because now, although it's not taking any stuff out, it's put damage onto cannons, mortars and mystic mortars. So when our troops do finally get there, then, you know, they've got less damage to do. And there we go, look at our Skellywags, they've taken out the mortar over there, we're taking shots to the face with the Grand Panda. The Witch Doctor's not quite in the right location, but he's keeping half the Skellies alive here, plus the bombers are sort of in range there. The raid's going, you know, reasonably well. The Witch Doctor's got full life, so he's fine as well. You know, if we can get him in a little bit over here, resurrect me some Skellywags, that would be ideal. Come on. Get a little. We don't want 1, we want like 5 or something. Can we be a bit greedy? Oh, there we go, just missed. Right, 2 would do. 2's better than 1. The raid's practically over. We sort of, you know, went not quite head on with the Grand Panda, but it's not my fault he left a gigantic hole in the entrance of his base. Let's say the middle there. That's coming actually. The next event after this, I know we've only just started this event, but the next event's going to be Thunderstruck. So, and that's going to be, as long as Madoki's not going to throw a curveball here, it's going to be a single event. So again, get practicing with your Buccaneers, your Skellies, your Priestess, your Witch Doctor. Because you're going to see the puddle bases, and we're going to throw all them troops in there. If you've got Annabelle, and Annabelle's not going to go crazy, you've got to be careful where you put the troops with Annabelle. Throw her in there, throw the Priestess in there. You can't use her when she's in the water, the Priestess, because she won't trigger her ability. Just so you know. So when she jumps out of the water onto the land, boom, push your button. There you go. Get Annabelle in there too, so when the thing starts to run out, boom, push her abilities. You've got 2 abilities going at once. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. Thunderstruck's coming. I can't wait for Thunderstruck. And as I said, it's a single event too. So the 3 stars are going to be essential. Always keep a couple back, and do take your members' guild crew troops, or guild ship troops, whatever you want to call it. Take the troops, but also give them back. Right, that's 3 battles so far. Keeping the wire. Right, I've got enough time for 1 more raid. Let's get on with that. This is, you know, a lot of talking. I've done, what, 3 raids? 3, I'd say I don't want to do too many raids. I've gave out a lot of helpful information as well. Hello, One-Eyed Dom, by the way, if you're watching this particular video. I bumped into him late last night, and I got talking for a little bit. And yes, Sib has said it's going to be a short video, but this he meant short as in it's not going to be an hour. So it's going to go on to about 30 minutes, depending how long, roughly. But yeah, no more than 30 minutes, because I'm keeping one eye on the time. The time is flashing in front of me. Maybe it's Sib's dinner time. Right, okay, the space. Strange, very strange. We ain't going to care about no ship. We ain't going to care about no pirate. We don't care about BP, or the peanuts of BP we're going to get from a 3-star. And we don't care if the gentleman, you know, gets a shield or not. Horrible of me to say. Sorry, Gogi. But it's true. It is farming time. It's time for us to get some of our goodies. So first of all, let's clean out our outline buildings. Our guild ship. Let's get these buildings around here clear. We'll save Mac McCracken, because it's going to get real airy in this area here. It's not going to be very nice. But again, let's not talk for England. Let's start piling in our troops here. We've really got to get going with cleaning out these buildings if we can. So look at these. All the mines there have been taken out. So let's get one scallywag. Everything's out of range. So instead of risking 2 or 3 scallywags, we're going to use 1 scallywag. So only 1 has to die for the cause. There we go. He sprung. That's perfect. So once, hopefully, we take out most of these buildings, our troops will not, I hope, not go the wrong direction. They should start to pile into this little region here. It's where I want them. There we go. Go on, gunners. We've used half a gunners, roughly. So let's start to think about getting our troops into this location. Let's get a witch doctor in. There we go. Keep getting the scallywags in there. Go, 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 go. Button bash. Let's get our bombers in there. Let's get our gunners in there. Save 1 back. I don't know why 1, but we're going to save 1 back. Right, can we get into this base now? Let's use our gunner's ability. Come on, guys. Don't take all day. We use our ability. Use half of it already, I think. That'd be nice if it showed you how long you've got left on your current ability, rather than the next quarter. No, scallywag shouldn't mess up Madame Ray. Don't all go around it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll let you off. Witch Doctor, don't mess up the raid. Jump over the wall. Right, let's come in from this direction with Mac McCracken. Because now, look, he's going to start distracting defences. Hopefully. Anyway, where you going? Maccas? There he is. Come on, Maccas. Over the Witch Doctor's gone. We're in big doo-doo now. Use our ability. There we go. Perfect. Grand Panda's back. Over down. Perfect. Even better. Let's go. Our gunners have been nailed. No mortar. Let's get the loot. Get the loot. Come on, Maccas. Come on, Maccas. There we go. Oh, across it. There we... I don't know if I'm going to get all the grog. I doubt it. Because this is... Yeah, Mac's going to be... There we go. Oh, he's got half life. Come on, Mac. Come on, Mac. We've got the 2-star. We're not going to get the 3. I promise you we're not going to get 3. Come on. Come on now. Come on, you can do it. Before you die. Quick. Get ready. There we go. Push button. Yes! Success. So we got all the loot. And because we were spot on... Oh, look at that. We get an extra 57,000. Because we were spot on with Mac McCracken before he dies, he only loses 1 stamina instead of 2. I gave that tip before, well in the past. But I want to try and re-bring things up, because I'm sure if you're new to the channel, you don't probably want to go back and watch from day 1 when I was YouTube, and you want to try and keep up with the now. Although if it was me, I would love to go back to video 1. I've done that on other YouTubers before, go back to their real early stages and then watch it all through. I'm a bit of a marathon geek, but there we go. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this episode with the Grand Pandas sort of head-on. I really enjoyed this episode, the farming episode. Thanks for watching all, and bye for now.